Desert vibes, we talk that truth, yeah. Deep convos for me and you, yeah. From the desert sands to the worldwide view, we elevate mind, evaluate your future.
If I can recall the episode we did about love, was it about love? It was about relationship. We dwelled more on the romantic part. I truly don't want to talk about that, but just to welcome our audiences. I truly would love to hear your view about the podcast of today. We're gonna talk about a little bit of ego, what ego truly is, you know. So we're gonna make it a little bit philosophical, as usual. I'm with Mr. Cowboy.
It's 2026 and we come in cowboy vibes. So Robert Atwine once again, happy to be back actually. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
It's been a while. And happy that you people are always there watching, sharing, liking and commenting. So you can always give your views and everything down in the comments. Subscribe, share with others also to subscribe so we can grow together. Ego, what I understand of ego is like the self, that conscious in you. Ego is philosophically, it's, I can say the inner you, the self. That is your ego.
Okay.
Then pride is it can be positive, it can be negative. There is a line you need to draw. Pride is good, but to some point. When it exceeds a certain line, then it becomes negative and it can inflict pain on others, it can undermine others, it can put others down, it can affect your interpersonal relationships.
We have a full episode about pride, and basically, I don't want us to focus more on pride. I want us to be very practical, because if I don't allow myself to be vulnerable, somebody will say that ego is dominating in my life. But sometimes I feel like people do confuse between ego and self-respect.
Actually, that ego, still, I'm going to say, let me put this straight. I think the word ego most of the times is misplaced and misused. Ego itself has no problem because that's the self, that's you. It can mean self-esteem or self-respect, like you're saying. These are your standards as an individual. These are your standards and your boundaries. All has to do with ego. This and this, not me. This I can't. This I can't. That's your ego. That's you. That's what defines you. Like I know Dennis has certain standards. If someone tells me, you know, last time we were with Dennis and he did this and this and this, as someone who knows you very well, there are some things I can be like, no, Dennis, really? It's not the Dennis I know. That's your ego. That's
so,
who you are.
Very interesting, very interesting. You said it's not the Dennis you know. Maybe I do wear a mask, you know, like Robert Greene, the person who has written these 48 Laws of Power. And Robert happened to say that authenticity doesn't exist. And I was like, hey, but Desert Vibes, it's all about authenticity. Aren't we authentic enough? Because one of our values is authenticity.
Authenticity exists, but sometimes we compromise. So when you compromise, it affects the authenticity.
So, and I was like, okay, if authenticity doesn't exist, then why do we find people authentic? And he happened to say that people happen to wear masks.
People do wear masks, which is, and rightly so, people wear masks. But character is like pregnancy. You can hide it for a little while.
I hate metaphors.
But as time grows, it will surely come out. So if I know you for some good time, I really get to understand you. Especially, leave alone, we were discussing before romance and all that, that is deep. You get deep into each other, under one skin. But when we are talking about these interpersonal relationships, on a friendly level, workplace relationship and all that, When you're with someone for a year, 2, 3 years, you get to understand them. You know their values, you know their principles. These are things that are not easy to change. You cannot wear a mask, Dennis. We've known each other for 3 years. I know Dennis is this kind and this kind of a person. If something happens, it can truly happen, and I'd be like, this is not Dennis. Maybe there was something. There must be a reason. You see? Okay, if it really happened, there must be a reason that led to such and such happening. Either maybe he was intoxicated, maybe he was drunk, or maybe he was pushed to the wall.
But if you say maybe, that comes to an assumption. Why can't you just question?
And if you question and you get to know exactly what is behind all that, then you'll find there was really a reason.
Okay.
But you know, under normal circumstances, like Dennis, if someone comes to you and tells you, you know what, the other day we were in this and this place, and Robert was fighting people, he was beating up people. Like, really?
Okay,
Because
I think this is
I'm not a violent person. I'm not someone who fights. That is the self. That is who I am. So if I really fought someone, it means it was under certain circumstances. Either it was self-defense, or I was intoxicated. Maybe I took drugs that I've never taken before. I wasn't myself. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is exactly the point I'm trying to make.
Okay. Wow. Because for me, it's actually kind of different, because I'm truly trying my level best to ensure that I don't let emotion drive me. In a way that just recently at my workplace, it happened that a friend of mine, should I call him a colleague of mine? It was just in the morning. He just came. He was very polite. He asked me a question. He asked me again. And I was like, brah, I just became angry out of nowhere. I wasn't able to control my emotion. I truly don't know how that emotion of anger got out of control, because I'm working very hard on myself. I'm feeding myself with stoic philosophy, listening to Marcus Aurelius, everything, his audiobook. Like, in a way that a negative stuff shouldn't.
You still remain human. You still have a human body and you're in human nature. So sometimes we become weak and emotions get the better of us. But good enough, you started reading at a young age. You're reading philosophy, stoicism, and
Don't
all
say at
this.
a young age. We are not getting any younger.
No,
And
we
do
are,
you know
of
my
course,
age?
we are not
by
getting
the way?
any younger. Yeah, but I'm a bit older than you. So if I say at a young age, and it's an advantage to you. If you've read The Courage to Be Disliked,
I have.
it's actually all about Adrian philosophy and all that kind of thing.
Psychology.
Yeah. It helps you to build yourself, to build your character as an individual, and how to deal with interpersonal relationships and all these kind of things. So actually, since I started reading these kind of books, I've changed the perception and the way I look at things. Disagreements come, but I'm not someone who will argue with you. The best way of winning an argument, by the way, it's in this book, Dale Carnegie mentions it somewhere. The best way of winning an argument is avoiding it. And this doesn't mean that you cannot have disagreements. Disagreements will come. There are moments whereby you will not agree with me on something, and it's normal. We can agree to disagree. And this is where you need to be accountable to yourself also. You listen to the other person, and then you're like, what if I'm the one who is wrong? You give yourself time to think through this, what the points the other person was bringing on table, and how you feel and react to that. After some time, maybe you'll pick some positives in their argument, and you'll correct yourself too. But getting into an argument, you can never win an argument. Even if you state all the facts and you show you've won, but how have you left the other person?
I remember there was a time, you see these SIM cards. It's it's different brands. Like in Kenya, we have Safaricom, we have Airtel, we have plenty of them. So it happened that a guy who is selling this type of SIM card, he's using the other one. It's like
you're selling Airtel, but you have MTN.
Exactly, like
you're selling Safaricom, but in your phone you're using MTN.
Yeah, like for me, I'm selling something, let's say, we all use electronics.
Yeah.
I'll just use a very simple example and practical one. We all use electronics. I truly defend the electronic brand that I'm selling, but I can't truly use it. I'm not authentic. I think we should just apply authenticity.
Yeah.
Where am I going to the, like, how?
But the point I was trying to make in all this, if you want to win an argument, you avoid the argument. How to de-weaponize the other person? You agree with their point.
It depends with the situation. I totally agree, because they usually say silence is the best weapon when it comes to many disagreements. Because somebody may be even he just want to trigger your emotions. And the moment you're triggered, you give them the power to control everything. Actually, more of the
moment
content
you trigger, they even get under your skin. You can even make mistakes.
They just need that. They just want to see you being dominated by them. I've been very toxic for the last few years. Back when I was in high school, I used to trigger people's emotion, and I never cared about that.
And you enjoy it?
I used to enjoy it. Like, okay, I was a guy who couldn't even, maybe if it reaches to a point that you want to fight, I truly had mastered how to let that thing go and say, hey, you know what, bruh? I was joking. And they could really buy that. But I was triggering people's emotion. It came to a point I realized that the thing that I was trying to do, man, it wasn't even helping me. And the way I found that, it's by reading more books.
Yeah, when you read books, as we grow, we evolve and we change. Actually, these books are food for the mind. They help you to mature up. The way you approach life, the way you deal with people, all changes. This pride we are talking about,
Ego.
Ego and pride, I think they go hand in hand. They are a bit different, but they go hand in hand. For instance, you're in a meeting with your team. Your boss is communicating, and he mentions something which is wrong, and you're 100% sure it's wrong. Can you correct him in that same meeting?
48 laws of power. Rule number 1.
Put aside the 48 laws of power. In your nature, can you correct him?
Yeah, there's a polite way of correcting him.
In the meeting?
Yeah.
You tell him you're wrong.
No, you can't just say you are wrong. No. There's a polite way of doing it. And for that, you need to master the way you're supposed to say it. For example, communication is very right. It's the key to everything, by the way.
There's one thing I learned from my father while growing up. My father has never rebuked me or disciplined me in front of my siblings. If, of course, when you're growing up, you do a lot of wrong things, you make bad decisions, bad choices. But my father is a kind of man. He's not a philosopher. He's not a professor. He doesn't have a degree.
No, he's a philosopher.
He will always, he's a philosopher in some way. He will always pull me aside, talk to me. If he's to scold me, he will scold me one-on-one. Robert, you're a man. You're not supposed to do this and this and this. How can you do this? But one-on-one, not in front of my siblings. Same way, I've never seen my father scold my mother in front of us, the kids. I've never seen my mother respond to my father in a bad way in front of us. I cannot say they have never had a misunderstanding, but they have a place to handle that. So growing up in this kind of family taught me on how to deal with people as well. If we are in a meeting and you mention something wrong, I'm very sure it is wrong. I will not correct you. Because if I correct you, it will hurt your pride. No matter how I bring it, but in this same meeting, it will hurt. If I'm going to correct you, I'll put you aside. I communicate with you, but you mentioned this and this. I don't think it's, I think if we did it like this and this and this and this, then also he'll be like, And then he will get a way of correcting himself. But not me exposing him in front of these other people.
Not acting smart.
That he's wrong. Yeah,
no, but you can still say it. Anyway, I truly don't know. I think
you put him in a defensive position. However much he's wrong, but he will defend himself.
Yeah, it could
You
be.
not want to lose face.
It depends with the kind of the leader that you guys are talking about. Because if it's in a board meeting and it happens, such kind of a mistake happens.
No.
In a board meeting, you're all discussing, like that party is discussing this, and they're gonna take whatever thing this person has said as true. And if we make a mess in a board meeting, the whole
in meetings there are always coffee breaks, there are always tea breaks and all these kind of things.
Man, there are board meetings of 30 minutes, man.
You look for
you mean coffee break
no. Okay, this you're looking at opposite side. Maybe you're negotiating a deal or something. It's the other side. You have a right to correct it because you'd get something wrong. I'm talking about, it's like a department meeting. This is your boss. He's communicating, giving instructions, and something is off. It's not good to correct them there.
Actually, if it's your boss, in most cases, they do rely on the input that you people bring in. So, if your boss messes up, it means you're the one who messed up, or the secretary, or somebody else. Because let's talk about the CEO. What's the work of a CEO? His work is just foreseen. That is he's just paid for that. Foreseen. You'll never see a CEO coming to check. They have general managers, people who are just managing everything. The general managers, they have other people, they have other people, they have other people. You know, there's that hierarchy.
Depends also on the type of the relationship that is in place. If it's a vertical relationship, this boss superior junior relationship.
Can you talk of this vertical and
the vertical relationship is where one is a superior, like parent-child relationship. This one will give commands and all those kind of things. Then the horizontal relationship is like the relationship between us. We are colleagues. We are on the same level. We are like, actually, even the words used are different. If you do something good and your boss wants to appreciate you, most of the bosses will tell you, good job. Good job inserts dominance. It's like a judgment on your
outcomes,
on your performance. It's a judgment on your performance. So he inserts his dominance on you by saying, good job. He's judging your performance. But in a horizontal
Can
kind
I
of
tell my
relationship,
boss good job?
No. In a horizontal kind of relationship, you show gratitude. So you say thank you instead of good job. Dennis, if you did something good for me, I'd say thank you to show that I'm appreciating, I'm showing gratitude.
I remember we discussed this in practical philosophy, whereby we were talking of gratitude. So how do we show gratitude? Like by saying thank you,
you're showing gratitude.
You're showing gratitude.
You appreciate the efforts, you appreciate what they have done.
But good job,
by saying good job
I'm
is inserting dominance.
I should revisit this topic here.
This is judgment. I'm judging what you've done, I'm judging your performance, which means if I didn't appreciate this, maybe you not get the good job. But thank you is appreciative. So it all depends also. If it's a vertical kind of relationship and you're the one who is inferior, then you need to handle it very carefully.
Very carefully.
Because you can get yourself on the wrong side of the boss and end up even losing favor and even losing your job maybe at a certain point.
Why does it matter?
Communication matters.
A philosopher would ask, why does it matter? By the way, you know, sometimes when I go through these the Greek philosophy, sometimes I feel kind of confused because at times you'll find somebody, let's say like Marcus Aurelius, speaking something that is totally negative from what Epictetus said.
Same thing with Alfred Ardra and Freud. What's his name? Freud.
Which book?
No. These two philosophers, their philosophies, they contradict each other.
They contradict each other.
Freud talks more about, like, he recognizes, what is this we're talking about? Trauma and therapy and these kind of things.
Yeah, I get it. But
Adler, for him, he says trauma.
But Adler is more of psychology.
Yeah, but for him, it's realistic. Like if something happened to you in the past, it shouldn't define your future.
Yeah.
You're a different person. You're supposed to adopt and grow, and you have goals and objectives. You need to change yourself and grow. But Freud, for him, you have to go therapy, you have to open up, you have to accept this
But
is you.
people, actually, the world is living in the Freud.
You know why they live in Freud philosophy?
It's psychology, by the
because
way.
it's
Psychology.
business now. It supports business. If you follow Alfred Adler's philosophy, you will not have these people giving therapy. You will not have therapists.
I don't know why you're calling it philosophy. Can we just call it psychology?
Whatever. But you will not have. You will not
That
have,
one is more
you will not
psychology.
have this business for therapists and all these kind of things.
But it's also philosophy.
Because okay, this happened. It wasn't in my control. It's in the past. I'm a different person now. I need to grow. I need to achieve certain things. I need to be a different person. So you keep that in the past. It will not affect your future. It's not supposed to affect your future.
Wow. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. And today's topic was very impactful. I tried to speak less words, but I couldn't. So that's me. That's the Dennis you are
There's
seeing here.
a very nice book that I would recommend everyone to read. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This is my favorite book of all the books I've ever read. Actually, I had it before. I gave it to a friend and she lost it and had to buy again.
And a friend gave it to a friend who gave it to a friend who gave it to a friend.
It's a very good book on how to deal with human beings, how to handle arguments, disagreements, all these kind of things. How to live in society, how to win friends, how to make people to like you, if it matters to you.
Yeah, we are not marketing the book, by the way. Don't make misconceptions.
No, for your own good.
Yeah, for your own good. Because some people don't love reading. They love maybe watching and listening to podcasts. Actually, I found a way to earn more out of a book. Like, for example, I haven't read this book. I can go to the Dale Carnegie maybe podcast. He has been invited by different people. He has, like, the podcast is more summarized and he will give you the summaries of what you can get from the book, and it creates interest of you wanting to read the book.
But this book is of ancient times. It's from the 1930s.
Yeah.
For the world war. He died long time ago.
Wait. What about this guy? Which book was it? Anyway, the podcast is over. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And follow us on our social media platforms at Desert Vibes Ambassadors. That is on YouTube and TikTok. Desert Vibes Podcast. Instagram, Desert Vibes Ambassadors. My own social medias. I truly...
Dennis Mwangi.
Dennis Mwangi. That is on Instagram.
Love you guys. Keep engaging. Subscribe. Invite more people to subscribe, like, and comment. Comment. Of course, when you listen to this kind of thing, something comes in your mind. Leave a comment down there. We learn from each other.
And challenge us, by the way. They should challenge us. Ensure that you suggest topics that you guys want us to speak about.
And I have a feeling this year is going to be great for all of us.
Yeah.
And I wish everyone the best in this year.
It's a wrap.
Shout out.
Desert vibes, we talk that truth, yeah. Deep convos for me and you, yeah. From the desert sands to the worldwide view, we elevate mind, evaluate your future. Desert vibes, keep it on 100%. Real moments, pure intent. From growth to grind, we represent. Desert vibes, ambassadors, we different. Tune in, lock in, vibe with the crew. Stories so real, they'll inspire you. We living, we learning, we breaking through. Desert vibes, that's what we do. Welcome to Desert Vibes, ambassadors, where real stories meet real growth. Subscribe, tune in, and evaluate your future.